I am so happy about that because, people could get confused about Puerto Rico being so big and making and selling albums and developing a real artist here. So I'm glad about that.
Rihanna isn't just a global superstar. She's a force of nature. With her magnetic presence and ever-evolving style, she's become a symbol of modern culture. In this video, Flinch takes you inside the world of one of pop culture's most fascinating icons. From blowing up the music charts to taking over fashion and beauty, Rihanna's story is all about bold moves, big wins, and non-stop reinvention. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on her incredible lifestyle, from the size of her fortune to her game-changing career moves, and yes, her jaw-dropping car collection that's pure luxury goals. So buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. But real quick, before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who loves Rihanna as much as you do. Let's go! Rihanna, the powerhouse from Barbados, has gone from island girl to global icon, shaking up the worlds of music, fashion, and business like no one else. With a jaw-dropping net worth of $1.7 billion, yes, with a B. She's officially the richest female musician on the planet. But this isn't just about fame. Rihanna's built an empire. At the center of her financial success, Fenty Beauty, her groundbreaking cosmetics line launched with luxury giant LVMH. Rihanna owns half of the company, and it's now worth somewhere between $2 to $3 billion, bringing in over $100 million in revenue. Then there's Savage X Fenty, her bold lingerie brand, where she owns 30%, and that's sitting at a cool $1 billion valuation. Between her business ventures and brand partnerships, Rihanna pulls in anywhere from $40 to $80 million a year. And that's not even counting her massive music career. Over 60 million albums and 120 million singles sold, making her the best-selling digital artist in music history. With 12 Billboard #1 hits under her belt, she became the youngest solo artist to hit that milestone. But her legacy stretches far beyond the charts. She's a cultural disruptor, an industry leader, and a voice for a generation. But before all the glam and global fame, there was robbing Rihanna Fenty. Born on February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael, Barbados. Her childhood wasn't easy. Growing up in Bridgetown, Rihanna faced serious challenges at home. Her father's addiction to alcohol and drugs caused deep rifts in her family. She witnessed domestic violence firsthand, often stepping in to protect her mother. It was a heavy burden for a young girl to carry. On top of that, Rihanna struggled with serious health issues as a child, including intense headaches that doctors feared could be caused by a brain tumor. Then, at 14, her parents finally divorced, and strangely, that moment became a turning point. Her health started to improve, and her dreams began to grow bigger. Just a few years later, in 2003, teenage Rihanna took a leap that would change her life forever. She and two school friends formed a group and auditioned for American producer Evan Rogers while he was vacationing in Barbados. Even without a group name, Rihanna's talent was undeniable. Her voice captured the room and eventually caught the attention of Jay Brown, an exec at Def Jam Recordings. It wasn't long before her demo made its way into the hands of Jay-Z himself, who had just stepped in as Def Jam's new president. And when he heard Rihanna, he didn't hesitate. Back in early 2005, a young Rihanna landed in the heart of New York City, wide-eyed, fearless, and ready to chase a dream. She was about to audition for Def Jam, and waiting on the other side of the room, none other than Jay-Z, one of the biggest names in music. He introduced her to Antonio L.A. Reid, a music mogul in his own right. Rihanna stepped up and with nerves of steel performed a powerful cover of Whitney Houston's For the Love of You, along with her own demos, including Pon de Replay and The Last Time. But it was Pon de Replay that lit the spark. Jay-Z was hooked, and before the night was over, Rihanna had a record deal in hand. With barely any time to celebrate, she was already in the studio, working under the guidance of producers Evan Rogers and Carl Sturken. From dozens of potential songs, Ponder Replay stood out, and when it dropped in May 2005, it blew up. The track became an instant dance floor hit, climbing the charts in 15 countries and landing at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. That momentum led to her debut album, Music of the Sun, which dropped in August 2005. With its tropical vibes and Caribbean flavor, it hit number 10 on the Billboard 200 and quickly went gold, eventually selling over 2 million copies worldwide. While her follow-up single, If It's Lovin' That You Want, didn't match Ponder Replay's explosive success, it still hit the top 10 in places like Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand, proving Rihanna was no one-hit wonder. Then came the song that changed everything, Umbrella. Released in 2007, it wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural moment. The track dominated radio and playlists, topping the charts in 13 countries and holding the #1 spot in the UK for 10 straight weeks, a record that hadn't been broken since 1994. With over 8 million copies sold, Umbrella officially launched Rihanna into pop superstardom. By November 2009, she dropped her 4th studio album, Rated R. It was darker, moodier, and more experimental than anything she'd done before. Critics loved it. Rolling Stone called it a sonic evolution, and it debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. Then came one of the biggest collaborations of her career. In summer 2010, Rihanna teamed up with Eminem for Love the Way You Lie, a haunting, powerful anthem that hit number 1 in over 20 countries. It became the UK's best-selling single of the year and cemented Rihanna's status as a global chart dominator. But she wasn't done, not even close. In November 2011, she released Talk That Talk, her 6th studio album, led by the smash hit We Found Love. That song took over the world, hitting number 1 in 27 countries and spending 10 straight weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100. Rihanna had become the queen of pop, and she wore the crown well. Just 1 year later, in November 2012, she dropped her 7th album, Unapologetic, and for the first time in her career, it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. It was raw, bold, and fearless. Exactly what fans had come to expect from Rihanna. Rihanna took things to the next level with her hit anthem, Diamonds. A track that didn't just top charts, it solidified her as a powerhouse vocalist and cultural icon. The album's success lit up both fans and critics, proving she wasn't just making hits, she was making history. In February 2013, Rihanna snagged her 6th Grammy at the 55th Annual Grammy Awards. The win? Best Short-Form Music Video for her 2011 smash hit, We Found Love. It was another major moment in a year full of wins. Across the pond in the UK, her dominance was just as strong. The official charts company revealed that she sold a massive 3.8 million records in 1 year alone, pushing her straight to the top of the 2013 Brit Artist shortlist and further cementing her icon status in British music. Then came a shift in sound and a new artistic chapter. Rihanna teamed up with Kanye West and Paul McCartney for 4-5 Seconds, a stripped-down, unexpected blend of pop, soul, and folk that caught fans and the industry by surprise. It marked a bold new direction for her musically. Even though follow-up singles like Bitch Better Have My Money and American Oxygen didn't make it onto her next album, they still struck a chord with fans and kept her at the forefront of pop culture. Edgy, unpredictable, and always ahead of the curve. Later in 2015, Rihanna struck a game-changing $25 million deal with Samsung. The partnership had Samsung backing the rollout of her 8th studio album and the tour that followed, while Rihanna became the face of the Galaxy brand. It wasn't just music. it was marketing genius. Then in 2016, Anti finally dropped, first as a title exclusive, and it hit #1 on the Billboard 200. It became her second album to top the US charts and her 8th top 10 project overall. Moody, raw, and experimental, Anti showed Rihanna at her most unfiltered, and fans loved it. Fast forward to September 2019, Rihanna made headlines again, signing a deal with Sony ATV Music Publishing, showing her ongoing commitment to artistic freedom and creative collaboration. But just as anticipation for a new album reached a fever pitch, Rihanna hit pause. In December 2019, she posted on Instagram that she was delaying the project indefinitely, leaving fans wondering when they'd hear new music again. That silence ended in a big way. In October 2022, Rihanna made her long-awaited return to music with Lift Me Up, the lead single from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack. The emotional ballad struck a global chord and earned her both Golden Globe and Oscar nominations for Best Original Song. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the part we look forward to the most, but first, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Alright, now it's time for an inside look at one of Rihanna's most talked about homes, her luxury mansion in Beverly Hills. Back in 2009, Rihanna made a bold real estate move, dropping nearly $6.9 million on a stunning modern villa tucked away in one of LA's most exclusive neighborhoods. At over 10,000 square feet, the place was every bit as glamorous as the rising superstar herself. With 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, the home had more than enough space for Rihanna's growing empire. The sleek glass exterior, soaring ceilings, and polished wood floors gave it a clean, high-end vibe. Massive floor-to-ceiling windows offered sweeping views of the valley, while the backyard oasis, complete with a sparkling pool and tiled terrace, made it the perfect hideaway from the Hollywood chaos. Inside, a chef's dream kitchen packed with top-tier appliances and an entertainment room built for hosting star-studded parties. On paper, it was pure luxury, rock star-level living at its finest. But behind the glam, trouble was brewing. It turns out the mansion came with some serious issues: water leaks, faulty construction, and structural flaws that turned Rihanna's dream home into a major headache. Balconies were sloped in bizarre ways, sending rainwater straight into the house, and that was just the beginning. By 2011, Rihanna had enough. She put the house back on the market, slashing the price to $4.5 million, a major loss, just to get rid of the problems. At the same time, she filed a lawsuit claiming she'd been misled about the home's condition from the start. Up next, we're stepping inside the jaw-dropping Beverly Hills mansion that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky now call home. This power couple didn't just find a house, they claimed a true piece of Hollywood luxury. In December 2021, they dropped a cool $13.8 million on this stunning colonial-style estate tucked away on a private cul-de-sac in the ultra-exclusive Beverly Hills post office neighborhood, a spot favored by some of the biggest names in the industry. Originally built in the 1930s, this classic gem has been fully reimagined for modern luxury. Spread across a massive 22,000 square foot lot, the home features 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, blending timeless charm with high-end upgrades. Step inside and you're greeted by a dream kitchen straight out of a designer magazine. Pure white marble countertops, herringbone wood floors, and 2 oversized kitchen islands, each with its own private gold sink. Top-of-the-line appliances, a massive wine fridge, and state-of-the-art ovens make it a chef's paradise. But this place isn't just for living, it's built to entertain. An indoor-outdoor dining space creates the perfect setup for hosting luxurious parties, while cozy corners and open layouts keep the vibe laid back and intimate. The Master Suite? Absolute royalty status. It comes with a marble-covered ensuite bath, a spa-like soaking tub, and a walk-in closet that's basically a boutique, complete with its own dressing area. Let's take a trip to where it all began, Barbados, the island that shaped Rihanna into the global icon we know today. Before the Grammys, the red carpets, and the billion-dollar empire, Rihanna, born Robin Rihanna Fenty, grew up in a small wooden home on Westbury New Road. It was modest, simple, and full of heart. And even though she's traveled the world and bought homes in some of the most exclusive places on earth, her roots in Barbados have never left her. In 2013, Rihanna came home in style. She purchased a jaw-dropping 10,000-square-foot beachfront mansion in the ultra-luxurious One Sandy Lane community in Paynes Bay, one of the most elite spots on the island. This place is next level. A full gym, a sparkling outdoor pool, 24/7 concierge service, the works. But what really sets it apart is the design. The architecture mixes Victorian elegance with Greek-style details, giving it a grand, timeless feel while still staying true to the soul of Barbados. The front entrance is pure drama, with tall Greek columns that open into a world of tropical luxury. The home pays tribute to traditional Barbadian architecture, weaving in elements from the island's historic chattel houses and garrison style, all wrapped in lush greenery. Inside, a stunning spiral staircase with hand-carved railings ties the two floors together. Elegant, graceful, and seriously Instagram-worthy. And outside, there's a private terrace that overlooks the calm turquoise Caribbean Sea. A picture-perfect place to relax, reflect, or simply enjoy the peace Rihanna grew up with. It's more than just a home. It's a love letter to her island, her childhood, and the journey she's never forgotten. Fresh off her electrifying Super Bowl LV-48 halftime performance, Rihanna stepped into an exciting new chapter, motherhood. With her first and second babies on the way, she made a major move that reflects both her evolving lifestyle and her signature taste for luxury. In March 2023, Rihanna invested in her family's future by snagging a spectacular penthouse in Century City, Los Angeles, a high-rise haven in one of the city's most exclusive neighborhoods. The 9,290-square-foot Sky Mansion was originally listed at a jaw-dropping $28 million, but Rihanna worked her magic and sealed the deal for just under $7 million, a power move if there ever was one. This isn't just any penthouse. Previously owned by Friends star Matthew Perry and sold by tech mogul Nick Molnar, the home is packed with elegance, privacy, and all-out luxury. It features 4 spacious bedrooms and 7 spa-like bathrooms with details that scream sophistication, from rich hardwood floors to an all-white chef's kitchen decked out in marble with double islands and top-of-the-line appliances. When it comes to relaxing and entertaining, Rihanna's got it covered. The home includes a private movie theater, soundproofed and complete with cozy velvet couches, perfect for unwinding after a long day. The primary suite is nothing short of a dream. The uniquely curved bedroom, dual walk-in closets, and 2 separate bathrooms that feel more like personal spas. But the real showstopper? 4 private terraces, each offering breathtaking, unobstructed views of the Pacific Ocean. Whether it's sunrise coffee or sunset vibes, this penthouse delivers peace, privacy, and panoramic perfection. Over the years, Rihanna has built a garage that's just as bold and versatile as she is. From exotic supercars to sleek, high-end SUVs, every ride tells a story of power, performance, and pure luxury. Let's kick it off with one of the crown jewels of her collection, the Maybach 57S. This car isn't just a luxury sedan, it's a rolling statement of wealth and class. Under the hood, a 6.0-liter twin-turbo V12 AMG engine pushing out a jaw-dropping 604 horsepower and 1,000 Newton-meters of torque. It flies from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds and tops out at 155 miles per hour or 250 kilometers per hour. This Maybach blends old-school luxury with monster performance, and Rihanna drives it like a queen. Next up, the Lamborghini Aventador, a beast of a machine and a fan favorite in the world of exotic cars. It's powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine, cranking out a mind-blowing 740 horsepower and 531 pound-feet of torque. This Italian masterpiece can hit 60 miles per hour in just under 3 seconds, and it looks just as aggressive as it drives. With a price tag close to $400,000, this car screams Rihanna's name: fast, fierce, and one of a kind. If you know cars, you'll love this next one. Rihanna's Porsche 997 Turbo S. It's sleek, agile, and brutally quick. Packing a 3.8-liter twin-turbo flat-six engine, it delivers 640 horsepower and 590 pounds-foot of torque. What does that mean? 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. This Porsche is a performance machine that handles like a dream, perfect for someone who knows their way around a track or the city streets. And of course, no luxury garage is complete without a Ferrari. Rihanna owns the iconic Ferrari 488 GTB, one of the most sought-after supercars in the world. Its 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 pumps out 661 horsepower and 561 pounds-foot of torque, giving it that signature Ferrari growl and unmatched speed. It's everything you'd expect from the brand: raw, refined, and built for thrill. Now let's talk luxury, because when it comes to accessories, Rihanna doesn't just dress to impress, she dresses to dominate. Her style isn't just fashionable, it's next-level luxe, and she's not shy about investing serious cash into her iconic looks. Let's start with her handbag game, which is nothing short of legendary. Rihanna's been seen carrying everything from a rare limited edition Dior graffiti bag, worth about $5,000, to a fiery red Jimmy Choo bag at the same price point. She's also rocked a sleek $6,000 Louis Vuitton piece and a $7,000 baby blue Stalvey bag, just to name a few, and these are just her day bags. Now, let's talk about what's on her wrist. During her unforgettable Super Bowl halftime show, Rihanna wore a blazing red Jacob & Co. watch, dripping in stones and valued at a cool $72,000. And that's not even her most expensive one. She also owns a Patek Philippe Nautilus flyback chronograph, which goes for around $110,000. At the 2018 Grammys, she turned heads once again, this time in chocolate diamond jewelry, an earthy, luxurious twist that's been making a major comeback. Her necklace alone, worth a stunning $130,000. And then there's the $130,000 white gold Chopard watch she's also been spotted wearing, because of course she has options. But that's just the warm-up. During Paris Fashion Week, Rihanna absolutely stole the show with a pair of jaw-dropping 8-carat diamond earrings worth about $250,000. Subtle? Not quite. Show-stopping? Absolutely. For her 30th birthday, she pulled out all the stops, rocking a glittering dress paired with $1 million worth of jewelry. And that Beyoncé's exclusive post-Oscars party, she took it even further, showing up in custom-designed pieces valued at a mind-blowing $2.6 million. Every detail of Rihanna's look tells a story, not just of fashion, but of power, presence, and unmatched taste. When Rihanna steps out, she's not just wearing accessories, she's wearing statements. Rihanna's rise in the business world is just as impressive as her music career. She's not just a superstar, she's a full-on business powerhouse.
It all kicked off in January 2011 when Rihanna dropped her very first fragrance, Rebel Fleur, and it blew up. Rolling Stone predicted it would rake in a jaw-dropping $80 million in sales by the end of that year alone. Building on that momentum, she followed up with her second scent, Rebel, in February 2012, with a slick campaign shot by director Anthony Mandler. She didn't stop there. Nude launched in late 2012, then Rogue for Women in 2013, and Rogue for Men in 2014, cementing her status in the fragrance game. But Rihanna wasn't just about scents. She stepped boldly into fashion, taking the wheel as creative director for Puma's women's line in 2014. Her first sneaker drop sold out online in just 3 hours. Talk about instant hype. Then came Savage x Fenty in 2018, a lingerie line that flipped the script with its bold commitment to inclusivity, celebrating every shape and size and changing the game for plus-size representation.
In May 2019, Rihanna made history by launching Fenty, her luxury fashion brand under the giant LVMH umbrella, making her the first woman ever to create an original brand for the iconic fashion house. The fashion world took notice, loving Fenty's fresh designs and its mission to break barriers. Rihanna didn't slow down. In July 2020, she expanded into skincare with Fenty Skin, cementing her spot as a beauty and fashion trailblazer. Rihanna's story isn't just about fame and fortune. Her heart shines brightest through her philanthropy. Back in 2006, she launched the Believe Foundation, focused on helping kids battling life-threatening illnesses. Just a year later, she took on a powerful role as a Cartier Love Bracelet ambassador, supporting global charities and spreading hope. But Rihanna's giving didn't stop there. In February 2008, she teamed up with other celebs to design outfits for H&M's Fashion Against AIDS campaign, raising awareness and funds to fight HIV and AIDS. By September that same year, Rihanna joined forces with 15 other female artists for the song Just Stand Up, part of the Stand Up to Cancer TV special. The single raised money for cancer research, and the event pulled in an incredible $100 million for the cause. In 2012, Rihanna took her philanthropy to the next level by founding the Clara Lionel Foundation, CLF, named after her grandparents Clara and Lionel Braithwaite. The foundation supports everything from cancer treatment at the Clara Braithwaite Center in Barbados to education programs worldwide. That year, she also hosted a benefit concert at the House of Blues, raising funds for the Children's Orthopedic Center and the Mark Taper Johnny Mercer Artist Program at Children's Hospital. And when disaster struck, like Hurricane Sandy in 2012 and the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Rihanna didn't hesitate to step up with major donations to help those in need. On the personal side, Rihanna's relationships have been a roller coaster under the media spotlight. She started dating American singer Chris Brown in 2007, but the relationship ended dramatically in 2009 after a highly publicized domestic violence incident. From there, she shared an on-again, off-again romance with Canadian rapper Drake from 2009 to 2016. In a surprising move, Rihanna revealed in a 2013 Rolling Stone interview that she had briefly reconnected with Chris Brown, sparking headlines given his probation status from their past. The media buzzed with rumors all through 2012, but the rekindled romance didn't last, with Chris announcing their split in May 2013. Later, in 2017, Rihanna started dating Saudi businessman Hassan Jameel, a relationship that lasted until early 2020. Through every twist and turn, in business, charity, or love, Rihanna's journey shows she's building more than a career. She's creating a legacy of purpose, strength, and heart. A whole new chapter in Rihanna's love story kicked off on May 19, 2021, when rapper A$AP Rocky openly confirmed they were a couple during a GQ interview. Their relationship quickly blossomed into something even bigger. On January 31, 2022, news broke that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were expecting their first baby together. Fans got the official confirmation a few months later when on May 19, 2022, Rihanna welcomed their son, whom they named RZA Athelstan Mayers, honoring the legendary Wu-Tang Clan founder RZA. The family grew even more with the arrival of their second son, Riot Rose Mayers, on August 1, 2023. And in a truly unforgettable moment during the Super Bowl 57 halftime show on February 12, 2023, Rihanna made history by announcing she was pregnant with her second child, the first artist ever to headline the Super Bowl halftime while expecting. This special reveal was later spotlighted on the cover of her family's British Vogue issue, which dropped soon after the big game. Rihanna's journey through love, motherhood, and building her family continues to capture hearts everywhere. Thanks for sticking with us through the whole video. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. See you in the next one.